Hey guys, it's Julie, designer at the Quilted Cow, and today we're going to talk about this awesome project called the Helpful Heifer Car Catch-All. You can find it on our website at thequiltedcow.com. But first, I'd like to thank our sponsors. This fabric is made by Wilmington Fabrics, and it's called Sunflower Sweet. We're going to be using the Creative Grids cutting system, mats, rulers, cutters, and we're going to be sewing today on our Husqvarna Viking sewing machine. Okay, let's get started. This is the car catch-all, Helpful Heifer car catch-all kit from the Quilted Cow. I love this kit. It's so easy and versatile. You can hang it on your door handles. You can put it in your car. It's great to keep all your bits and your bobs in. It's got little front pockets in here. It's an amazing kit to keep all your stuff. Today we're going to work on this. To begin, we're going to start with our main fabric. I've already attached it to our soft and stable pieces that we need. I did a nice little zigzag stitch around the edge. So we want to start by cutting out the corners for our box corners for our kit. So it makes it nice and wide and be able to hold a lot of things. We're going to cut that out of our lining pieces and our two main fabrics. The next step after we have all those prepared is to get our pocket fabric ready. This Helpful Heifer kit is a complete kit. It comes with all the fabric and the foam that you need to make this car catch-all. Okay, we're going to start with prepping our pocket fabric. We're going to fold our pocket fabric in half right sides together, and then we're going to sew it. Once you have it sewn together, we're going to turn our pocket the right side out. And we're going to move it to our ironing mat. Wiggle your seams so it's nice and at the bottom. And then we're going to press this flat. Once you have your pocket fabric nice and flat, we're going to add a top stitch in at the top of it for a nice finished look. Once you have your top stitch complete, we're going to fold our fabric in half and press it to find the center. This is going to be a guideline for when you're stitching it onto your main. Then measure up from the bottom. Your pattern tells you how far to measure up from the bottom that you need to place it. Use this great little ruler. It's nice and handy. Once we have it pinned in place, we're going to go in and we're going to base stitch the sides and across the bottom, and we're going to stitch on that fold line that we just made. Okay, I have my sides and bottoms. Now I'm going to stitch on this press line we just made. Be sure to use your back stitch feature at the top of this pocket. This is the front of our bag. We're going to grab the back half. The other part we have the soft and stable on. We're going to line them up right sides together, and we're going to go in and stitch down the sides and across the bottom. Do not stitch in these corners just yet. Wait until the bag's sides and bottom are done. Okay, as you can see, I've sewn the sides and the bottom, but not these corners. These corners are going to be used to box it to make it a wider bag. Okay, the pattern shows to put the handle in before you stitch the sides and the bottom, but if you forget, you can add it like this. We're going to start by pressing our handle fabric in half to get a nice center crease. Once that's in half, you're going to open it up and lay your handle interfacing your nice little strap of soft and stable right against that fabric line. You're going to fold it towards the center, and the other side's going to come up and cover this. And then you're going to fold it back in half and match up your edges. The soft and stable is a little thick, so it makes it a little tricky. Just wiggle it around until you get your edges done. It's a perfect time to put your pins in as soon as you get a clean edge. Once this is all lined up, you're going to take it back to your machine and you're going to put a little base stitch or top stitch your sides in, at 1/8 of an inch for a nice finished handle. Once you have your long sides base stitch, we're going to add it to our bag. This is going to go on the side that is the pocket. Your handle is going to go on the side that's not. You're going to fold your bag in half and mark your center. Going to add a pin so I have something easy to measure from. Once the pin is in, you can take your handles. We're going to place it inside the bag and we're going to measure 1/2 inch over. Okay, once you have your handles pinned in place, we're going to go over to the sewing machine and top stitch them. Now you have your handles in place where they should have been all along. The next part you want to do is you need to box your corners. Those are those empty little squares at the bottom that we didn't do. We're going to pinch them together so that our seams line up, and then we're going to take them to the machine and sew it shut. One down. Do the same thing with your next box corner, lining up your seams right in the center, and we're going to sew this one shut as well. The next step is to trim all your extra threads, and then we're going to start on our lining. The next step, you can turn this the right side out. This is going to be the main body of your bag. Make sure you reach in and poke out those corners at the bottom. Now we're going to work on our lining. I'm going to take your lining and put it right sides together. Lining up all your seams. We're going to repeat the steps we did for the main bag body, and we're going to sew the sides and the bottom, skipping these corners. When we do the lining, we need to make sure that we leave a hole for opening. Since this has soft and stable, it's always better to leave a 3 to 4 inch hole so you can turn it without tearing or stretching your seam. Now we're going to box these corners just like we did for our main. Once again, pinching the side seams together, and then we're going to go and sew them together. This time we're leaning the lining inside out, and we're going to take our main body of the bag and place it inside. Match up our box corners. Match up your side seams and pin or clip them in place. Make sure your bag lining and main are nice and even, and go around and clip all the way. And then we're going to go sew it together. I removed my accessories holder. It makes it nice and easy to slide this on anytime you're making bags or round objects. We're going to turn our bag from the hole that we left in the lining. And you just wiggle it all back out. Okay, once this is out and is all complete, we're going to sew our opening closed and then press our top stitching. And then we're going to press our lining into our bag so we can top stitch. This is the perfect way to do it for pins or clips. Fold your raw edges in, put some little pins in to hold it, and we're going to take it to machine and sew our opening shut. Now let's press our lining inside of our main bag. Once again, line up your box corners, and then we're going to take and press it so that our seam is right on the top of our bag. Slide your lining down and press all along the top. Okay, once we have this all pressed nice and flat, we're going to take it back to our machine and do a top stitch. Okay, let's trim our extra threads. To get this helpful heifer car catch-all kit, please join us at our website at thequiltycow.com. Check us out at one of our retail locations, or you can watch us at our Facebook Lives on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Please like and subscribe for more tutorials, and thanks for watching.
Okay, you wicked cool quilters, good job. You made it to the end. We would like to thank our sponsors, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grids, rulers, rotary cutters, and mats, and Wilmington Prints for the beautiful fabrics. Thanks for watching.